Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. This is episode 5, Endings and Beginnings. Amy's forced to compete with a rival trainer. Georgie tries to reunite Amy and Ty, and Lou regrets her decision to hire Jade to work at the ranch. Which probably means Jade ain't gonna do shit, which is why she's going to regret. Now, I'm wondering if it means by the end of the episode, Jade gets her act together and becomes a good employee, or if Lou will be resolute in her decision to fire her and actually keep her fired, you know? I don't like the title, Endings and Beginnings, because it's like endings, like regarding Amy and Ty. But it could also refer to beginnings as they are beginning a new stage in their relationship. And it's kind of funny with this title because the last one was titled Secrets and Lies. I just noticed this, just kind of my little grammar nerd part coming out. But the Secrets and Lies one had an ampersand, and this one just has and written out. So I just think that's kind of funny. Probably nothing to it, but it just made me think like, I wonder if they did that on purpose. Anyways, let's get started. Okay. That's a dick move. You know, when he was leaving, I couldn't tell if he kind of nodded at her or not, but I'm thinking when he was leaving, he could have at least, like, you know, given her a wave or something. But that is being petty, and that is purposely hurting her. I mean, I like how he told Caleb, you know, we're not broken up, we're just taking a break and taking some time from each other. So it's like he still seems to believe that they will be together and that they will get married, but they're just kind of separating temporarily. But at the same time, it's like that doesn't mean that they still can't talk to each other and whatnot. And like I said, you know, he was getting ready to leave, and you could see she was like starting to cry there at the end. And it's like that was kind of a dick move right there. Because, like I said, I couldn't quite see, but it looked like he kind of, like, nodded at her. But, again, it's like, why didn't you just, like, wave? You could have waved and been cordial about it. That was just being a dick. And the puppy is so cute. He's so cute. And I'm like, yeah, she's going to get attached. Definitely. Like, oh, such a cute little baby. And when you saw Ty with the pup in the first scene, there was another dog behind. And I'm like, isn't that a wolf? Couldn't they give the pup to that wolf? Or was that just a regular dog or a coyote or something? I'm not sure. If he does pull some extra hours, the guy should legally pay him for those extra hours. Something is not right. Bear. An arrow. Someone killed the bear. I get what the guy is saying, but Ty is right. You do whatever you can to put a stop to that. So, obviously, there's going to be some trouble with those poachers. But my attitude is good. Let there be trouble. You know? They have no idea who they're dealing with. And that would be my attitude. If, you know, like if they came up to me and threatened me, I mean, I'm just a minor person, but I'd be like, you know, you don't know who you're dealing with. You're going to threaten me, I'll threaten you right back. You may think I'm some little podunk person, and I am, but they don't know that. I probably would not survive long, but uh, but you know, I'm just like they don't know, you know. They can. I'm sure Tim has contacts. You know, if nothing else, Ty can always reach out to Wade. I'm sure Wade has contacts, and they can find people who can help them. So, but I do think the poachers are going to create a little bit of an issue.
You have that thing with Ty. You have that bonding relationship.
Mm-hmm.
You can talk to him and make him understand that whatever happened with Ahmed, he's overreacting.
They'll sort things out one way or another.
But what if it's the wrong way?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, Jake, can you answer that, please?
You know, Bob said that he likes Ty and that he's got a good heart, which is why he has him working there. And it's like giving Georgie the wolf pup. It's like, was it the right idea? Maybe, maybe not. You know, Georgie wanted to help. And I know he says he's not a dog. And I'm like, no, but I know he's a wolf, but you know, sometimes when animals, especially when they're young and they grow up amongst people, granted they're still wild, but they take on more like pet personalities. Yeah, it's still a wild animal, but they can love too. It makes me think of the puma, Messi, in Russia. And, you know, he was like 30% smaller than most pumas. And he was rejected in the wild. And he wouldn't be able to survive in the wild. I think he might have a couple of health issues too. He wouldn't be able to survive in the wild. And this family has him. And he's just a big kitty. He's just a big house cat. You know? He could hurt the humans. But he doesn't. He has no intention of doing it. He loves his humans. You can see it so much in the way he acts. He knows how to be gentle. And so that's kind of the same thing with this pup. If this pup would end up staying there at Heartland and kind of becoming like their dog, it's like, yeah, he would know that he's different. He knows that he's a wolf. But at the same time, it's like he would know that these are his humans and his pack, and he would love them and fight for them. So, cats and dogs are wild. There's a part of them that's always wild. You know, that's what they say about cats. They say cats are domestic, but they're not tame, which is true. And it's kind of the same with dogs, you know. People say, oh, dogs are tame. It's like, no, they still are part wolf. There's still a wolf inside of them, even if it's a domestic dog, even a little like yippy dog like a Chihuahua. They're all somehow descendant from a wolf. Just like, you know, the domestic house cats are all descendants from bigger cats, lynxes or lions or whatever. But they can be domestic. He's so cute.
Okay, come on.
So he ate a toy.
Well, he was playing and he only ate part of it and then he spat it up.
Georgie, he's a wolf. He's not supposed to be playing with toys.
I know, but
So?
I love him. I want him to be happy.
A reason to come here?
Yeah, and maybe you guys, like,
Georgie.
That's
well,
very
what
sweet.
happened? It's not my fault.
No, it is not your fault. This is my fault. And I'm the only one who can fix it.
Then fix it.
Hello?
And he said you keep it, so they're giving him a little bit of a warning. Now, hopefully, though, Ty won't back off. I mean, we know he'll be fine. But yeah, hopefully he won't back off. Hopefully he'll continue to, find things. And I mean, obviously he took the camera and that footage, but they probably have it transmitted someplace else as well. But like I said, speaking of cameras, you would think Lou would have had cameras down at the Duke Ranch anyways. And yeah, she'll probably put them in after this. But, just to make sure that things are running, because you never know. Not necessarily cameras in the cabins, although it might not necessarily be a bad thing. But if you were going to have cameras at the cabins, maybe have them by like the doors or whatnot. And like I said, I could see her maybe adding cameras after that. Nothing else, depending on how things go with the Dude Ranch, because hopefully it will continue. Nothing else. You could always have like security. She could hire someone to be security who could go by there like twice a day just to make sure. Because again, what if a random animal comes by, or or there is an option. I mean, things could go wrong anyways, even when they're empty. So it might be good of her to have security or cameras anyways, just to make sure that operations run smoothly.
All right, go be free.
Yay! I'm gonna go!
Do you want to join him?
Yep. Yay! We're gonna run! Run! Run and have some food. Let's go run and eat. That's you. That's his boss. Because he's warning. And I was like, well, at least I gave him a warning. But hopefully he won't let it go. You're such beauties. Now we're going to say big change. Next day.
Place this is, you see things my way, right?
So that was your plan all along. I've been working on your turf, so I couldn't possibly say no.
Maybe.
Well, my answer is still no, Jesse.
Oh, come on, Amy. Don't leave me in the lurch here. I fired my only trainer because of you.
Well,
See you around.
that's your own problem. She's riding skirts. And now they're buddies. They're buddies. In a way, the horses were a reflection of her and Ty. And the horses came together at the end, which is a hint that she and Ty. And I like how Jack said Ty is family, and he has been since day one. We all know that Jack has a soft spot for Ty. And it was nice to hear him say that. And it looks like in the next episode, Ty reaches out to Scott, so he's not giving up on the poaching ring, which is good. And as I was saying about those poachers, it's like, at least they gave a warning. They didn't seriously hurt him. They just punched him in the stomach a few times. But he did get a kick in, because he did kick the one dude, you know. So, you know, they probably realized, shit, we do have a fighter on our hands. But at least they gave him a warning. And they could have made it a lot worse, too. So at least it was only a warning of being punched in the gut, you know, instead of just like going right in for the kill. They were like, hey, stay out of this. Which then makes you think, like, if Ty never did anything about it ever again, they would probably watch him for a little bit. But then when they would see, okay, this guy isn't doing anything, then they would move on and say he's no longer like a threat to us or anything. So I'm wondering, since he's going to enlist Scott's help, if he's going to end up going back to Scott. I mean, he seems to like it there at that sanctuary, and there's constantly work. Granted, there's constantly work at the vet clinic too, but it's like there's constantly work and so many other animals that you wouldn't normally get to work on. You know, like the wolf and the eagle and the bear cubs. So, and you know, yeah, with him being a vet, he, for the most part, is going to be working with, well, majority will be horses. But as we know there from working in Scott's clinic, he's also been working with dogs and cats and probably some other smaller critters. He probably doesn't get many opportunities to work with llamas and bears and such. So the sanctuary, of course, is a great opportunity for him to work with those animals and get that experience. That will make him a more experienced and more seasoned vet. And so when he does eventually graduate and become a vet, he may end up having, you know, a clinic that specializes in all types of animals. My SO once said something about vets. He said vets are better doctors than regular medical doctors. He says because their clients can't tell them what's wrong. Vets need to know. And I'm like, that's right, you know? I mean, granted, it can be hard sometimes for adults to talk to their doctors, but, you know, you go to a doctor and you say, I have an owie, and they can go ahead and they can figure it out and determine what the course of action is. But you take like a dog or a cat or a bear or a horse or whatever, and you say, well, this guy's acting this way, but I don't know. You can't say to that animal, hey, what's wrong? They have to, you know, examine them and stuff like that and figure it out on their own. He's right. Vets, in a way, are better. I'm not knocking doctors, so don't anyone come at me saying I'm knocking doctors, because I'm not. But vets are better doctors because they work with animals, and animals can't tell us what's wrong. And that's going to be Ty. He's going to have so much experience knowing how to take care of llamas and eagles and wolves and such. I'm also glad to see that he hasn't had like any aversions to wolves after what he went through in season 3. So thank you for joining me for this reaction. Please hit the like button and subscribe for more content. And follow me on Instagram and TikTok. I will see you in my next video. Bye.